Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we're doing another season of the championship. This one is called Weather Perfect, and we're going to be in C-Class pickups and 4x4s. So yeah, we're going to be able to try out the likes of the Toyota Tacoma, the Tundra and the Forerunner for the first time in a racing environment. So it should be fun to try at least one or two of those. I don't want to be making it a Toyota only episode because that'd be a bit unfair, but yeah, definitely going to try out at least probably the Tacoma, because that is the one that I recognise as being the more sporty of the three.
Turn right.
So should be interested to see what that can do. But yeah, let's nonetheless get there in the most awkward of ways in the Ferrari California T, which is basically the older, slightly slower Portofino. I really do wish this game would realise what you're in when you set the GPS, because obviously this would never be going down a track like this. Let's get some good old tarmac, there we go. But yeah, obviously for the first time ever in a Forza game we're able to have this with the hood, with the roof down. So
in 400 yards you will arrive at your destination.
That makes this car's inclusion in this game at least worthwhile in that regard.
You have arrived at your destination.
Right, let's see where we're going to be racing and what we're going to be racing in. Right, so we have the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2, which is actually a fairly fast car considering it's got very limited horsepower for something weighing nearly £5,000, and we've got the new Ford Bronco and the Ford F-150 Raptor. Two versions of those, and then we've got the GMC Jimmy, the Lamborghini 002, don't know why I have two of those, and then finally the Tundra, Forerunner and Tacoma that I was talking about. So yeah, we're going to start off with the Tacoma, because I do think it's quite a sporty pickup truck for something of its power and size, and as you can see the off-road capability is pretty good as well. Not quite as good as the other two, but I think its sportiness and its lack of weight in comparison to the other two will play in its favour. So let's see what it can do. Hopefully I'm not wrong about this car. Obviously it doesn't have quite as much power as the Tundra in terms of being a pickup truck with four-wheel drive, because that obviously has a massive V8, but it still has a decent enough power. Should be hopefully quicker than some of these cars here. Not the best launch in the world. Yeah, obviously a car, how it feels to drive on its own is one thing, but when racing against other vehicles it can feel a little bit different. And this definitely does feel a little bit slower than it did when I reviewed it, so yeah. Racing environment always, well, sometimes changes your perspective on what a vehicle can or can't do, to be honest. Let's see if it can defy the expectations it's set so far. It's a little time to get ahead of steam in this car, but once you get going, it's pretty quick. But maybe a little bit too quick there. Oh dear! Completely screwed that up. First I did another car, but we're not them. We are obviously always depending on getting as high as possible in this first race to get as many points as possible. Come on, catch up. Got a sea of Ford Broncos ahead of us. top 5, please. Come on, don't be a disappointment, Toyota. Yeah, we don't quite have the power. The Ford Bronco definitely has more power than we do. This upgraded Jeep Willys MB is certainly quicker than us as well, apparently. Oh, can we sneak a 5th place? Oh, I don't think we did. We were definitely better on the landing there than the Ford Broncos. Oh, but we just sneaked to 5th place, so at least we're top 5, which, yeah, is quite frankly better than I was expecting after that massive crash that we had. But yeah, still, would have liked it to have been a little bit better. So yeah, definitely my view of this has changed a little bit in terms of the Tacoma. Not quite as sporty as I figured it was, but then again, you know, it's hard to judge without any context. But yeah, regardless, let's get on to the second race and see if we can do any better. So yeah, we're in need of some desperate amount of points really, now that we didn't do particularly well there. So yeah, I'm tempted by the Bronco, but I don't think it has the best, you know, top-end speed. I know it's got the same kind of top-end speed as a Toyota there, but because it's got so many gears, I think it gets through them really rather quickly. I'm tempted by the Raptor purely because it's got better acceleration and slightly better off-road capability, although the handling is worse as well as the braking. Purely because it weighs more, but it does have way more in the terms of power and torque. Yeah, we'll go with the Raptor. Hoping it's good, but yeah. For some reason though, the F-150 Lightning that was recently put in the game via the Car Pass, I think, isn't in this category for some reason, even though it is a pickup truck. It's considered a van or utility. I guess it is a vehicle that you might well use in a utilitarian manner, but far more likely to be the more basic version of the F-150 and not the sporty version, or well, it's supposed to be the sporty version, so yeah, a bit confused why that isn't in this category. Would have liked to have tried that out, to be honest. Yeah, let's see if this can do better than the Tacoma. So we've got more in the way of power and torque, even though obviously it weighs about 1,000 pounds more. The way I look at it is, if you had a car that only weighed 1,000 pounds and had 150 horsepower and about, what, 200 pounds-feet of torque or thereabouts, even more, it would be pretty quick. So yeah, that extra 1,000 pounds really isn't nullifying any of the power that it's got. Also a fairly capable off-road vehicle as well, so that is obviously helpful. More than capable of wading through that kind of deep levels of water as well. Did a little bit there again. Not as bad as last time though. Looks like it's going to be a 1-2 win for Ford. Chevrolet in third. All these jumps can play havoc with placings, as we saw in the previous race where I did gain some ground. But it's still going to be a Ford 1-2. I think there's a Chevrolet in third. That Colorado is pretty good off-road. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Yes, with the Defender in 4th and the GMC Jimmy in 5th. which has managed to beat out more modern vehicles like the Tundra and the Raptor there. But yeah, still, we got the first place, so that's helpful in terms of the points. Gives us the lead after only being in 5th after the first race. So yeah, let's see if we can keep this first place position in the third and final race. So for this third and final race, we're going to go with the Tundra. I know it's not as powerful as the Raptor there, but it's got a decent amount of torque, and obviously it does weigh a fair bit, but yeah, it's got that big juicy V8 going for it, and hopefully it will be really rather quick. It's got really good off-road capability, it's got better acceleration than the Tacoma, not quite as good as the Raptor there, but as you can see the handling is better, so that should hopefully make up for it, and the top speed is actually apparently better as well, so yeah, let's hope that the Toyota Tundra can do better than the Toyota Tacoma. Make up for that 5th place finish. Because like I said, that Tacoma did feel a little bit more sporty when I was reviewing it. That didn't seem to work out with the race in the first off, so let's hope that's going to be the case for this one. Now granted, it does weigh like around 1,200 pounds more, but it has more than 100 horsepower extra, so Bronco had a little accident there. Need more speed than this, get up this. Actually dealt with that okay, despite not being particularly quick over it. GMC Jimmy is pretty damn quick. But really able to maintain speed up that hill there, which is a little worrying. Probably has even more capability through the water than the Raptor does, so any of that will not be an issue. Yeah, those older cars or smaller wheelbase cars do not really like those landings. GMC Jimmy looked like it was up on 2 wheels, and the Bronco looked like it stopped practically dead. The sheer bulldozer approach of this car through anything that it comes up against is what's proving helpful here. Oh, did not see the checkpoint. Bright sunlight coming out of the tunnel does not help. But yeah, the sheer weight of this thing just means that it goes through everything. That means it's not really slowed down by water or debris or road furniture. So yeah, pretty convincing win there from the Tundra there. More so than the previous two. Well, we didn't win the first one, obviously, so definitely more convincing than that. A seemingly more convincing win than the Raptor as well. So, yeah, all important 20 points there, giving us a lead of 14 points over the Ford Bronco, 19 points over the GMC Jimmy, as well as a Jeep Gladiator, which I think has had to be upgraded to get into this class. I think it was in D class originally, and we've also beaten the Ford SD F450 by 21 points as well. So yeah, not the best of starts to a championship that we've had by any means, but I don't think it's the worst either. Just a shame that the Tacoma there wasn't as well sorted as I hoped. But then again, we did have a crash on our own, so can't really blame the car for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.